Hi everyone, so today I will be filming a how I contour video. So I think I'm just going to be doing the basics, so like cheekbone, chin, forehead, maybe hit the nose a little bit, but basically why I'm saying it's how I contour is because everybody contours different, like everybody's face shape is different, so the way I contour my nose might not be the same as you would, but I'm just going to show you guys the products I use, the brushes I use to contour with, and where I contour. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium. This is the powder one. I was going to get the cream, but I decided not to because normally by the time I'm contouring, I already have all the powder on my face for setting. So if I put cream on top of powder, it just doesn't work out well. What I'm going to be using to apply it is this kind of slanted brush. This is by It Brushes, or I think it's by It Cosmetics for Ulta. This is the Soft Focus Sculpting in 315. I like to apply it with this brush just lightly, and then I like to blend it out with the stippling brush I have by Ego Tools, and these two together are really great when it comes to blending. So for my cheekbones, depending on the day, I use these two. I never really like to use this one because it doesn't show up well on my skin. I do like to use it for eyebrow shading or even like contouring my eyes. So that's why they got a little messy right there. But I think I'm going to use this one today just because it's a little darker. Might as well treat you guys. I like to pat it onto the brush and then obviously tap the brush on my hand to get all of that contour into the brush. Okay. And then I just like to apply it this way instead of this way, because this way I feel like it just drags it in and I kind of want it out. So I like to apply it right here. And I like to go in as needed. Whatever you feel like doing, you can bring your contour out however far you want to, but today I'm gonna keep it a little light. And then after that, I like to go in with this clean stippling brush just to kind of blend it out as needed. That actually turned out really good. You guys, you have no idea how bad my contour turns out sometimes, but these turn out good. Okay. I'm going to do my other cheek and then I will show you how I blend that up into my forehead. That's insane. I put like no product on. Anyways, so how I blend it into my forehead is that I take the stippling brush and then I tap it like twice maybe into it, and then I like to lightly swirl it right into my temples, just so that kind of fades out and blends. And always get in your hairline because you don't want it to stop and then you just like pull your hair back and it's like a white line and you're like, whoa, what did I do wrong? So I like to blend it all the way up into my temples. And this part you're not trying to contour, you're just trying to really like blend it and almost like ombre it, I guess you could say, because nobody really wants like contour in their temples unless your face shape is like that. Anyways, so now I applied a lot of product onto this because now we are going to put it on our forehead and in our hairline to kind of give us that sun-kissed look. So I like to start off right here, lightly in the hairline. And then once I'm done with the hairline, I like to start blending down. And you can use this to stipple, or you can use this to just like windshield wiper blend like you would with your eyes. I like to keep it high up and not bring it too far down, because if you bring it too far down, it kind of shrinks your forehead. But if you have a big forehead, you can bring it down and it'll appear that your forehead got a little smaller. So I have this weird bald spot, so I'm just gonna fill that in. Okay, and now what I like to do is start from one side and then blend it down into the other side, like the temple part, just because it kind of blends really well and it's easier for me. I'm just gonna make sure that all that powder is in there, because sometimes with stippling brushes, a lot of it that you see is just all the fallout. So I'm just gonna go back in with the slanted brush. There's a name for this brush, I forget what it is though. It's like an angled bronzer brush, I don't know. So once you feel that you are contoured and sun-kissed and just good to go, I guess you're done. But for some reason I feel a little too dark. No, I'm good. Okay, so that's how I contour my cheeks and my forehead. Next I'm going to do my chin. I don't always do my chin, but I'm going to use a stippling brush with that same shade mixed with that middle shade that I told you guys I use for other stuff. And I just like to do it very lightly. You want to do it very lightly, because if you don't, it might show up like right here and you'll look a little weird. So very lightly on both sides. I don't like to get my actual chin. I like to do the jawline and then up right here. Of course, it closed. And then what I also like to do is bring it down. I'm gonna mix these two shades onto my neck. So this kind of emphasizes your jawline in a way, because it makes it like darker right here, so it makes it jawline look poppin'. I don't like to do my chin because I don't like the look of my chin, so I just don't want to have people's eyes drawn to it, so I just don't contour it. Okay. Ugh. Gotta get into the choker. Okay. Now onto the chin. So the chin gets really tricky and you have to go really light with it, because if you don't, you can look like a hot mess. Like, your nose contour can make or break your look. It's ridiculous, and it's so true. So I'm gonna use this tapered blending brush. I use it for my eyes, but with my eyes I just used my contour kit. So this is by BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna do the middle one because it's probably the most subtle on my skin tone. And then I'm just gonna follow the bridge of the nose with windshield wiping motions and bring it up to my eyebrow. And then the other side. And then right here, on the very tippy top of my nose. Okay, so this, wow, that's a little, I hate contouring my nose, mainly because I hate the look of my nose. But after I'm done contouring my nose, I like to go in. This is a contour brush by ELF. I'm going to use this shade right here. It's kind of like a matte highlight shade. And I'm just going to go right on the bridge just to clean up that contour. My nose is running a little bit. Okay, so I did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this. Anyways, so after that I'm going to use this. Maybe I'm not gonna use it. After that, I'm going to use this brush by Eco Tools. It is a blending and bronzing brush, but we're not going to use it for bronzing. We're going to use it for blending. I'm going to put a little bit of blush on just to blend out that bronzer, and I dropped this, so that's awkward. I like using this brush because it lightly applies my blush, and I don't like to be too rosy, so it almost kind of is a transition between my foundation and my contour. See, now it kind of lightened up that darkness when you look at me like this. Okay. Sorry. Oh yes, after that I like to bake a little bit. So I'm going to use this Eco Tools defining brush. I love this. I love this brush so much, especially when I'm setting my concealer for my under eyes. It's probably the best brush I've ever used to do that. This side always gives me troubles. Like, it never wants to pick up powder and makeup. Whatever. This side hates me. Goodness. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna let this sit for a little bit. I like to have it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. A lot of people go in like hard, like they'll like sit there for 30 minutes and wait for their bakeage to bake. But I have really dry skin, so I'm probably gonna wait about 5 minutes. And plus I'm not really baking on product, I'm just really defining the contour, so it might even be less time. But I will see you guys after that. Okay, so now once I get bored, that's normally the time I just wipe off the bakage. I never set an alarm. I just kind of feel it out. Okay. And that's pretty much how I contour, guys. I mean, this was really simple and probably a boring video because I haven't filmed in a while, so I haven't gotten my enthusiasm up. But right after this, I'm gonna go get my mail and get my Kylie Cosmetics birthday collection. I didn't get the full thing, but I did get a gloss, a matte lipstick, and one of her highlights. So I think I'm going to be doing a first impressions and swatches on those. And then also I have right here my Coco collection, which I haven't done any sort of video for these. I was going to do an Instagram video and a Facebook Live, but I just wasn't feeling it that day. So I'm going to kind of mix the two together and do swatches for these and those and first impressions on those. And I mean, I've already had my first impression on these and I love them, but I guess you'll see if you watch that video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you out in any way possible. I hope that you guys found any mistakes that you're doing or found any of my tips helpful. And I also kind of hope that you guys use this because this is the best contour kit I've come across. I've used other ones, but I just don't really think that they're as pigmented as they say or as blendable as they say, but this one is just gorgeous, and they have different shade options, which you don't really have with the drugstore brands. So it is on the higher end of the scale for pricing, but it also has a lot of product in it, and you have a lot of different things. For like, this is a highlight, this is like a banana shade, which I love for under my eyes, you know, the highlighting, and then 3 contours. So you are getting a lot, and you are getting very blendable and reliable product. So I guess I'm not trying to sell it to you guys, but it's just great. I love it. And all the brushes I used are fantastic, and I think the most expensive one was this one, and this one you don't even really need. You could use the EcoTools one and you would be fine, or even find a dupe for this one. But I don't know, all the brushes are lovely, and I just love the hairs and the feeling of it because it doesn't irritate my skin, and I have really sensitive skin. So if there is a brush that irritates my skin, my face will like puff up and get red even through the makeup. So all these brushes are fantastic for sensitive skin if you have it. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a like or a comment on what I need to do differently, or comment if any of the tips helped you. Like, just say, hey, that brush, I went out and bought it and it's fantastic. Even like leaving those kind of comments, I would love for you guys to do that. So thank you, and subscribe.